Hello, Professor Gimbal. I'm sorry to do this, but this guy will not stop bugging me unless he's on my lap. But here is my my final. Over the course of this class, my understanding of gender and communication has shifted pretty significantly. Before, I thought about gender as identity or roles, something like people have, which I thought people have had. What I've learned is that gender is something that we actually do through communication. It shows up in everyday language, expectations, interactions, often in ways that feel normal or invisible. One place I've really noticed that this happens is in the workplace. Across different jobs, I've had certain communication styles that are clearly gender without me knowing it. Not to me, like not that I did it, but just it was apparent in the moment, but I let it go because I'm unaware. Women are often expected to be nurturing, emotionally available, and good at managing conflict, while men are encouraged to be confident, decisive, and less expressive. These expectations aren't always stated outright, but they're reinforced through praise, feedback, and just undertone. And it seems like a natural leader. Um, Sorry, this guy's freaking out. I've also become more aware of gendered messages in media. Media has come a long way, I would say. I've seen it less. I mean, even in Marvel, whether it's sports coverage, social media, or entertainment, masculinity is often tied with dominance and emotional control, while vulnerability is framed as weakness. At the same time, women and queer identities are frequently stereotyped and underrepresented for sure. This class helped me see the media that it doesn't just reflect society, it actively teaches me what kind of gender expressions are valued. One concept that I really challenged myself and like my perspective was the idea that silence and absence are forms of communication and really reiterates that stereotype. What is said about gender and who isn't represented can be just as powerful as explicit messages. That made me realize how gender norms can be reinforced without anyone intentionally causing them and causing harm. Now, gender and communication showed up for me in a small, everyday moment where I'm more aware and more conscious of what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, and what it means. Words are very powerful, and I need to notice that more. I notice that in how people are spoken to, how emotions are framed, and how assumptions are made about authority or competence. I'm more aware that I've become more aware that like my communication in the ways that I might unintentionally reinforce gender expectations are more in my head and they come across very clearly. And I'm taking it to heart and I'm trying to change that. Going forward, I want to carry out this awareness into my relationships with everything work, family, my fiance recently. I just proposed, so thank you. She said yes. That's great. um, but I think that communication is so respectful and very important. And questioning assumptions and making space for different expressions and being open to uncomfortable but important conversation. This class has really revealed new concepts and has changed how I pay attention to the words I say, how I say it, and thinking about how someone else would perceive that. And I think that's the biggest thing is just respecting how it comes across. And I might not be aware of it, but how others might perceive it. Thank you, Professor Gimbel. Thank you so much. And I will see you on the other side. And good luck on your golf game. Bye.